In these hard economic times where jobs are scarce, a new threat arises from college and university students. Because in these situations, what is the next step after education? Looking for a job is easier said than done, but what possibilities lie in the future? We interviewed two students, one from college and another from university, to see what their perspective is of their future after school.
What's your personal opinion on the economy at the present time?
Well, I don't think there's a big problem with the economy. Yes, there are people who are unemployed, and yes, it is hard to get a job, but that just means that you have to be more competitive and work harder. The world, like weather, is constantly changing and you have to adapt. If you have a business and something happens where your product or service is outdated, it's unfortunate. But you have to move on to something else instead of trying to force things back. I think that people need to take responsibilities for themselves and their situations. If times are tight, you need to save more and spend less. Even when times are good, you should still be saving to cover yourself for when times go bad again. People spend money they don't have by using credit cards and financing. Using credit card is fine as long as you pay the bill in full every month. Financing is okay if you have plenty of money to cover the entire expense, but you want to stretch out the payments. Overall, people need to adapt to the current economy we live in, take responsibility, and work hard. Individuals have more control and freedom over their own lives than any big business owners.
So my perspective on the current economy, I really don't have any perspective right now because there's so much uncertainty involved about, the economy in other parts of the world. It all depends on how the financial crisis in Europe turns out. What is going to happen to Greece and Italy? Is the European Union going to help them out? Are they going to lend them money or something? And the other thing is that the U.S. is still recovering from the subprime mortgage crisis. So what is going to happen to the housing prices in the state? And U.S. is still employing a protectionist mentality when it comes to trading. It is evident when the U.S. government is asking China to raise the dollar, right? So it actually make the export of U.S. more it will make their export seem more competitive. So I'm not an expert in any of this, and the economy of the world is so interconnected. So other than saying that I would like to be hopeful that it would turn out better, I can't really say what my perspective is about the current economy.
Okay. Based on the economy right now, would you see yourself in the future as a future graduate student?
I think that it'd be really much harder to find a job after graduating because of all the competitions, and plus I'm graduating with a diploma. I'm sure there's a lot more students out there that's graduating with degrees. So yeah, there's gonna be a big competition going on there. Also, the retirement age is being extended, so that means availability for position will be even less.
Would you see in the future economy as a future graduate student?
Well, the economy around the world is so interconnected, right? So as a future graduate, I wouldn't just limit myself to the opportunity in Canada. I would actually try to maybe seek more international experience and job opportunity.
The economy is still in a gloomy weather to most of the general public, especially with the ongoing occurrence of the European crisis. Will the sun be shining on our economy for the future business graduates, or competitions are going to be driving the business market with the baby boomers? These are some serious questions for all of the students majoring in the business programs to put a deep thought into.